Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So it has been kind of a cozy few days. I haven't had a whole lot that I've had to run around and do, and so I've just kind of spent some time at home, just like decluttering and reading and cooking and just chilling out. This time of year is just my favorite when everything slows down. Anytime it slows down is a great time of year, right? But for me, that is in these cold months. And so while I was decluttering today, I kind of made a pile of all the stuff that I've been setting here and there to share with you guys in a video. So I thought that I would make kind of a book haul slash just like cozy things I'm loving lately, sort of a video for you all. Most of the things I'm going to share are things that I have got in the mail from friends or family or, you know, watchers or whatever. And so it's really nice to get stuff in the mail, isn't it, right? On that note, if anyone wants to exchange letters or holiday cards or anything like that, my mailing address is down in the description box. So if you write me, I will write you back. And I would love to hear from those who listen to my channel and my booktube friends out there. So feel free to utilize that mailing address and say hi, and I will write you back for sure. I mean, to some degree, right? No stocky weirdos, but otherwise, I will write back. Okay, so let's start with the books that I have received. This one is another book in that Tundra series. I think they're printed in Canada, I'm not sure. By L.M. Montgomery. This is The Golden Road. So I think that this is the sequel to A Story Girl. So I've got to get A Story Girl and then I can read this. But this one was given to me by my secret sister, who also gave me a whole box of really nice gifts. I will show you guys in a little bit. I've never read this. I've only ever read the first Anne story. My daughter and I started the second one, and I don't know what happened. We started reading Little Women and I guess we gave it up, but we should start it again, right? So anyway, this will be nice for that collection. I really want to collect that whole Tundra books collection because they're just so pretty. The artwork on them is beautiful. And I have another one, but I can't remember which one it is. I found it when I was, I think when I was in Washington this summer. Anyway, next in line. So you guys know that I'm doing the Read What You Own challenge with Criminali and friends, and my goal for myself was to read 25 books from my TBR before I touch anything that has like come in since then, right? So the challenge is really to read a certain amount of books before you buy more books, but like I said, this is like my favorite book shopping season, and so I didn't really want to give up that, you know, thing that I love to do this time of year. So instead I'm just gathering all acquired books into one spot in my library, and they can't go into my TBR until I have finished my 25 books. The challenge started on November 5th, Guy Fawkes Day, and so the day before, I think, day or two before, I made one more Barnes & Noble trip for 2 books that I really wanted to put on my TBR for this season. Anyway, that one of those books is The Bell Tolls at Traeger Hall by Jamie Jo Wright. Her books have been hit and miss for me, but I've heard good things about this one, so we'll give it a try. Probably gonna pick that up sometime before next week, or you know, the rest of this week or this weekend, depending on how fast I read other stuff. The other one I picked up was this, Before We Say Goodbye. This is the second in that, you know, Before the Coffee Gets Cold series I've been talking about, with like the Japanese cafe and you sit at the table and you time travel to the past, like that whole thing. Well, this is book number 2 because last week I read book number 3, not realizing until I was already through it quite a ways. I don't know why I bought book 3 before I bought book 2, but anyway, this one is so pretty. So yeah, I started this last night, and I'll read a little bit of it probably, and then I really need to pick up, what am I reading by Thomas Hardy? Far from the Madding Crowd. I need to pick that up again because I read a little over 100 pages and I'm struggling with it. It's extremely boring, but I put it away for a little bit and read some other stuff, but if I don't pick it up pretty regularly, I'm going to forget the story just because I read so much and I read so many books like that. I'm afraid I'm going to forget that actual story, what there is of it. I don't know. I'm just not loving it. But that's for a different video. So I'll read some more of this, read some of that, and then who knows what. Okay, then I got 3 books from my daughter. She has been getting me this Cranford collection, as I have been sharing for the last year or so. She got me some, I don't know, Mother's Day, birthday, whenever she buys me presents, she picks out some of these Cranford collection books. So for my birthday, she got me the collective works of Edgar Allan Poe. And my birthday was several weeks ago. I have already done a birthday book haul video, but these were coming from England and they came a little late. So that one came. And then the Pride and Prejudice one with the peacocks. Oh, I love the peacock versions of the original Peacock and everything they've put out since to kind of play off of that, right? And then she got me this that came from the same shop, but different binding, you know, different thing. Anyway, this is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, which I read every single year. And so she got me this beautiful copy. And I love the acorns. I don't know, we have acorns here all over my driveway right now. And I love acorns. So anyway, those were from my daughter Sela, my 19-year-old daughter. And then, it's kind of funny, so I was cleaning out my closet, which I need to do about twice a year because everything just accumulates in my bedroom closet. We don't know what to do with it. We say go put it in mom's closet. Well, when I was gone to England this summer, I guess some of my mail got put in there. And so I was cleaning it out, and actually a couple of months ago I saw this little package, like a book package, and I thought that it was something that I had bought for one of my kids for, you know, holiday presents. So I just kind of stuck it back in the closet and didn't worry about it. Well, then I was cleaning stuff out the other day and I was like, I have never opened this. I wonder what it is. And it turned out to be something for me, which is Charity Girl by Georgette Hare. And I've been collecting these pretty covers, like the set, you know, that is in these covers. I've only read one Georgette Hare, but I have maybe 4 or 5 now. I do like the covers, and I do have hope that I will like the stories. I read one while I was in England. I read Arabella, and I liked it okay, but I know that she's got her fan club and a lot of you are in it, so I'm gonna really try and read some more and see if I like them. Okay, and then I ordered this off of Paperback Swap. This is The Tower of London by Derek Wilson, and this is just a nonfiction story about the history of the Tower of London. Up until this last, let's see, it would have been my May 2024 trip. Up until then, I had always thought the Tower of London was just a tower, like one tower. I didn't realize it was like an entire complex. So whenever I had read about it, like I never really, when I've seen the pictures, I had just seen like the tower part, right? Like what am I thinking of? I don't know. But I had just seen a portion of it, so I just figured it was one tall tower. I am trying to see if I can find a picture of what was in my imagination. And then Sela and I went on one of those like tour buses, like the red bus, you know, the double-decker bus tour. And it's a whole complex. I did not realize that. Like, see how there's just that tower sticking up? That's what I thought the whole Tower of London was. I did not realize that it's like all this stuff, right? So anyway, all that to say, I'm looking forward to reading the history of the Tower of London because it's really, so far, has only kind of played a part in other books that I've read, right? I'm reading about people who got put in the tower. I'm reading about like the menagerie, you know, of animals that were at the tower. And I was always like trying to imagine how that would be. But now that I see it's a massive complex, lots of grass, I get it better now. Okay, and then I ordered this from Paperback Swap also. This is Sad Cypress by Agatha Christie. I have been trying to get these older paperback copies, like from the 60s, 70s. even earlier if I can find them. This one was published in 57. And the reason why is, when I think the artwork is super cool, but also a lot of her stories are being rewritten for sensitivity, and I'm very opposed to that. I'm not opposed to being kind and sensitive to people, right? I'm not opposed to, you know, getting the slurs and all that out of our speech, of course, but I am very opposed to changing history and to changing how people meant for their art to be remembered, right? So I do have a real problem with what they're doing on rewriting these, Ian Fleming, some of the others, for that they are rewriting. And so I've been trying to collect the really old ones, partly because I truly believe that like Fahrenheit 451 is a thing, or going to be a thing, and also because I just want to make sure that I can read the original ones as she originally meant them to be read. I probably have a good 12, 14 or so now. This one is Madame Tussaud, A Life in Wax, so it's just kind of like a biography of Madame Tussaud, and that will be really fun to read. I've been to a couple of Madame Tussaud exhibits. When we lived in Oregon, there was just a museum at Newport on the beach, like on the coast, and they had a Madame Tussaud's museum there. And then also at Warwick Castle in England, they have a lot of Madame Tussaud waxworks there, that, you know, in different, you know, rooms doing different things and kind of acting out different periods of history. I particularly remember one room that has Oliver Cromwell and I don't know who else, but just it's very interesting. There's quite a few there. So I'm looking forward to reading that, because I really know nothing at all about her, or, you know, how she came to be a waxwork maker. But I also did not realize how far back in history she lived. According to the front of this book, she was born in 1761. So I did not realize that it was that far back, right? I was thinking like very modern. So yeah, it'll be fun to read that. Okay, and then I had a friend from England send me a couple of really special books. I love this Brambley Hedge series. This one's The High Hills. You've probably seen this artwork. If you're not familiar with the story, I'll bet you have seen that kind of artwork. And that's what makes me just love these, because I really would like to just model my entire house on these little characters' homes. I just think that is amazing. That's goals right there. My husband and I are so funny because he is like super 21st century man. He's kind of like a high up tech at a big corporation here, and he's like a computer programmer, and all the latest, you know, technology, he's like in it. He's so excited about it. He wants to try it out. And I'm like, can we just go back to like at least 1920? So we're a funny pair, but anyway, so she sent me that. And then she also sent me, she sent me this pattern book that's also Brambley Hedge, and you can make the little people. Isn't that so adorable? So one of my daughters wants her and I to make these little people together. Gosh, I feel like now that I'm showing you this, I feel like I've shown you this. So if I've already shown you Brambley Hedge pattern book, I apologize. But that's what you do, right? So you can trace the patterns and then you can make the little people, and that just looks like so much fun. I think I would need a lot of practice before mine would look that great, but if I can't get it to look like a mouse, maybe it will look like a teddy bear. I don't know. Maybe fun to play around with anyway. And then another friend from very close to me, she lives up in Kansas, she sent me a Wizard of Oz puzzle. So she knows that I am in my puzzle era and she wanted to send me a gift. And so she sent me this Wizard of Oz puzzle, which I am really excited to put together. It's really pretty. I loved that show as a kid in the summers when we were home alone all summer long. And we would do a lot of really stupid things. But one of the things that we would do is sit on the couch and eat popcorn and listen to me recite the entire Wizard of Oz movie, complete with the songs. And my brother was so patient. All right, and then the last few book gifts that I got a care package from my mom the other day. So as I've said before, a lot of times my mom sends me boxes of stuff and just sweet things. She's thinking about me. Puts together a box, and when it's full, she puts it in the mail. So she put these books in there. She put The Cat in the Hat, which I do not have my own copy of, though several of my children have their own. This little book of like words about teachers. So I am a homeschool mom. It says, "To teach is to touch lives forever." And it's like little short stories or poems or just sayings or whatever about teachers. And then the pretty like folksy artwork. So that'll be sweet to go through. And then this book called Favorite Poems of Childhood. And a little hole in the back. So these 3 books are gonna have to be put on that card. I can't touch them until I finished my 25. That was pretty sweet of her to send those. Okay, and then I want to share some of these like just cozy things that I'm into lately that I'm just loving. One of the things also included in that box from my mom, I'm really into like tins full of things. Okay, so like cookie tins, candy tins, tea tins, I don't know. I'm just like the little vintage tin thing. So I was actually showing her a picture of a candy tin on eBay and just asking her kind of like, how would this have been packaged? Like, did they put something in it? As far as like a lining, like how did this candy keep from smelling like tin or tasting like tin? So anyway, we had that whole talk. So then she's like, I'll send her some tins. So she did. She sent me like, she sent me several tins and some little gift boxes. She sent me Planters Peanut, like a commemorative Planters Peanut jar that I've loved my whole childhood. Anyway, she sent me some cute little containers, but this one is an Italian bakery. And I put little like candies in there. So I'm just really into that. She also sent me a tin of truffles with like all these cute like Paris, like French pictures on them. Because these are French style truffles. And it's funny because my husband has actually been making truffles like this entire week. He bought some like supplies and ingredients, and he has been messing around with making truffles. He really wants to open up like a candy business where he sells like, flavored popcorns and like chocolates and whatever, just kind of fun things. And he's just kind of that guy that like really wants to learn new stuff, right? So that's fun and always interesting. But he's been making truffles, and so it's like truffle house. And so then she sent me my own truffles that I don't have to share with anybody if I don't want to. Haha. And then speaking of food, my same daughter Sela, who bought me those books, she brought me home this package of apple orchard shaped pasta. So she went to a like a corn maze fall pumpkin patch thing out on a farm a week or 2 ago before everything kind of closed up for the season. Her friends were going through the haunted house, but she didn't want to do the haunted house, and so she hung out in the gift shop the whole time, and she found me this bag of apple shaped pasta, which was so cute. So I got to find me a good recipe to make with this. The brand is Postabilities. That's so cute. All right, going back to my secret sister, along with that L.M. Montgomery book, she sent me a few cozy gifts. So she sent me all of these cute socks. Those are just so adorable and so much my style. I especially love those ones. So she sent me those, which is just like, ah. All right, and then she sent me these really cute earrings. See, they're like tiny bellflowery cute things. So pretty. I love dangly earrings. And then this is like super adorable. It's this little tea light holder, but when you light it, the cat is like warming his paws over the tea light. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? I was like, that's just so cute and cozy. I love this. Super adorable. And then the tea lights are lavender scented, which is super lovely. So those are my recent gifts that I am loving. And then finally, I wanted to share with you guys something that I am putting together for the coming year that I'm loving. And that is this notebook right here. And this notebook is what I am going to hold my like monthly reading challenge, bingo boards, printables, whatever in. So this year I did several reading challenges that had a bingo board or printable to go with it. I know there was one for Victober. I did the Summer Jam one with Kelly and her friends, and I did Anne's Pioneer Trail. I can't remember what else, but I did quite a few that had a printable. And so this year I'm going to put them in this binder, and I've already got one in there. This is Anne at In Search of Wonders Reading the Classics Challenge, which I did participate in sometimes now and then this year, which I think this coming year I'm going to try to do at least something each month. This month, or this year, coming year, 2026, she is doing 1776 edition. Let's whack myself in the head with that. I can't show you and know what I'm showing you at the same time, so you guys get the general gist here. It's 1776 edition because this is the anniversary, right, of America being a thing. So we had Jane Austen's 250th birthday, and then this year we have America's 250th birthday. So each month she has got a prompt and some recommendations, and then she's got like these whole journal pages and questions you can answer about what you read and all kinds of stuff. And you can get these at her Etsy shop. So she has a Etsy shop with several neat things in it, but you can get a printable, like a download. So that's what I did. I just downloaded it and printed it. But you could also get them bound. She has a couple different sizes of these little journals bound that you can purchase also. So if you want to do her challenge, check out her shop and get your planner. And yeah, so that's my first one that I have in there. But I've already got some notes down of some other booktubers that I've heard who are planning on doing challenges even in December. And so just like starting this month, I'm just gonna start using this. I'm not really doing anything this month, I don't think, that has a printable. But anyway, I think the printable thing is so awesome. It's such a great idea. When I do my Gothic October next year, I really hope that I do a printable. And I just got them all in this binder because my book journal is small. Right now my book journal is this, and so until I have filled this up, it's really hard for me to find a place to put my printables. But once I fill this up, I'm just gonna go with a full-size notebook after that because I write way too much. So that is my rambly share of my little book haul and stuff that I am loving right now in this season. Let me know in the comments what kind of things you are loving this season. Is there something specific that is really adding to the coziness factor in your life lately? Let me know. Hope you guys are doing great. I will see you soon.